Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me carefully. Let me tell you something, and I want you to really pay attention to this. You are not where you want to be right now because you've been playing it safe. You've been waiting. Waiting for the perfect moment, waiting for the right opportunity. You've been sitting around, dreaming big, but only thinking about the results. You've been thinking about what it's going to feel like when you get there. But let me tell you the truth, you'll never get there by waiting. You won't achieve your dreams by standing still. You achieve them by acting as if you already have them. Now, I want you to think about this for a second. Every single person who has ever made it big, whether it's in business, art, sports, whatever it is, they got there because they started doing the work before they were ready. They didn't wait until they felt confident. They didn't wait until everything was perfect. They didn't wait for permission. They just started acting as if they had already achieved what they wanted to achieve. And here's the thing, when you act as if you've already achieved it, you start thinking differently. You stop making excuses. You stop letting fear control you. You stop waiting for the perfect circumstances. You stop holding back because of some perceived barrier. Because the moment you start acting like you're already there, the barriers begin to fade. The opportunities start opening up. You start stepping into your full potential. That's the power of acting as if you've already achieved it. And that's exactly how the people who make it to the top get there. They act before they even know how. But it's not just about pretending. It's not about fake it till you make it. No, no, no. It's about aligning yourself with the person who is already where you want to be. It's about stepping into the shoes of the person you want to become and showing up every single day as that person, even if you haven't reached your goal yet. It's about setting the bar high and going all in, no matter what the outcome looks like today. You don't need to see the results first. You just need to trust the process and give it your all. When you start acting like the person you want to become, you stop worrying about what others think. You stop holding back because you're scared of failing. And listen, failure, that's not a setback. It's part of the process. It's part of the story. You can't avoid failure, and you shouldn't want to. Failure teaches you more than success ever will. It builds you. It teaches you resilience. It teaches you how to adapt, how to pivot, how to get back up and keep going. But acting as if you've already achieved it isn't just about taking action. It's about the energy and the mindset that comes with it. It's about showing up with a level of confidence that doesn't come from where you are right now, but from where you are going. That's the magic. You can look at someone who's successful and you can feel the energy. It's not the stuff they have. It's the way they carry themselves, the way they walk, the way they speak. That energy, that vibe, comes from acting as if they've already made it. They don't need to announce it. They live it. You see, the mind is a powerful thing. It controls your reality. Your thoughts dictate your actions, and your actions dictate your outcomes. So if you keep telling yourself that you're not good enough, or that it's too hard, or that you don't have what it takes, then guess what? That's what you're going to get. But if you start telling yourself that you are already on the path, that you are already the person who's going to make it happen, then that's what you're going to attract. That's how you create momentum, and here's the most important part. Acting as if you've already achieved it forces you to raise your standards. You stop accepting mediocrity. You stop tolerating anything less than the best. When you start showing up as the person who has already made it, you start demanding more from yourself and from the people around you. You start setting boundaries. You stop letting people waste your time. You stop allowing distractions. You start valuing your energy, your time, and your resources because you understand that the person you want to become doesn't settle for less. Look at your habits right now. Are they in line with the person you want to be? Are you investing your time and energy in ways that align with your goals? Or are you wasting it, hoping that one day, magically, things will change? Spoiler alert, they won't. Things don't change on their own. You have to change them. You have to act differently. You have to think bigger. You have to raise the bar for yourself. And it all starts with acting as if you've already achieved it. Every time you wake up in the morning, you have a choice. You can continue to play small, or you can step into the person you're meant to be. The choice is yours, but here's the kicker: the longer you wait, the longer it takes. Time doesn't wait for you. Time doesn't care about your excuses. Time is moving, whether you're moving with it or not. So why wait? Why waste another day wondering what it would feel like to have it all? Why not start living it today? And I know what some of you are thinking right now. It sounds too simple, right? Just act as if you've already achieved it, and everything changes. But I'm telling you, it's that simple. It's not about magic. It's not about overnight success. It's about showing up every single day as the person you want to become. It's about making that decision and sticking with it. It's about the small, consistent actions you take that compound over time. This is where most people get stuck. They think that acting as if means you have to have it all figured out. They think they need to know exactly how they're going to get from here to there. But here's the truth: you don't need to know the whole plan. You don't need to see the entire staircase. You just need to take the first step. The path will reveal itself as you go, and the more you act as if you've already achieved it, the clearer the path becomes. So, are you ready to step into the life you've always dreamed of? Are you ready to stop waiting for the perfect moment and start creating it? Because that's what this is all about. It's about showing up every day with the belief that you are already the person you want to be. It's about taking action from a place of certainty, not fear. It's about setting the standard high and not settling for anything less than greatness. I want you to make a commitment to yourself today. A commitment to act as if you've already achieved it. I want you to get uncomfortable. I want you to make those decisions that scare you. I want you to take those risks that seem impossible, because I promise you this: when you start acting as if you've already achieved it, everything will change. Everything. Now go out there and start living as the person you've always dreamed of becoming. Because if you do that, the results will follow. You see, the key is not just acting as if, but staying consistent with that action. It's easy to get excited in the beginning, but consistency is what separates the people who reach their dreams from the ones who simply wish for them. You can't expect results overnight. You can't expect them after a few days, weeks, or even months. But if you continue to show up every single day, pushing yourself to be the person who has already made it, things will start to shift. And when they shift, they won't shift in small, insignificant ways. They'll shift in massive, life-changing ways. This is the reality of success. It's not about having it all figured out from the start. It's about showing up and being that person every day, even when it feels hard. Even when you're tired, even when it feels like nothing is working, even when everyone around you doubts you, especially when they doubt you, that's when you know you're on the right path. The most successful people are the ones who have developed the ability to ignore the noise. They've trained themselves not to be distracted by all the chatter, all the negativity, and all the shoulds and coulds that everyone throws at them. Instead, they focus on what they're building, who they're becoming, and the work they're putting in. They know that if they just keep showing up as the person they want to be, their actions will eventually lead to the results they're after. But here's another truth: acting as if doesn't mean you won't face challenges. In fact, it's the opposite. Acting as if you've already achieved it will put you in situations where you'll feel uncomfortable. You'll be in rooms that feel too big for you. You'll be working on projects that seem impossible. You'll be around people who make you question whether you belong. And let me tell you something: that's when you know you're on the right track. Because if you're not feeling that discomfort, you're probably not pushing yourself enough. You're probably still playing too small. The reason discomfort is a sign that you're moving in the right direction is that it forces you to grow. If you want to achieve anything significant, you can't stay in your comfort zone. Your comfort zone is where dreams go to die. It's where things stay the same. It's where you continue to have the same conversations, the same ideas, the same results over and over again. Nothing new happens there. Growth, real growth, happens when you start acting as if you're already on the next level. And guess what? You will fail. You will make mistakes. You will fall flat on your face. But here's the secret that no one tells you: every single time you fall, you get up stronger. Every failure is an opportunity to refine your approach, to fine-tune your strategy, to learn what doesn't work so that you can figure out what does. Failure is feedback. It's not the end of the story. It's just a chapter, and if you treat failure as a stepping stone rather than an obstacle, you'll start moving faster than you ever thought possible. What happens when you consistently show up, act as if you've already achieved your goals, and take the necessary steps toward them? You create momentum. Momentum is one of the most powerful forces in the world. Once you build it, nothing can stop you. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill. The more you push it, the bigger it gets, the faster it goes. But if you stop, if you hesitate, if you let fear creep in and tell you that you're not ready or that you're not worthy, that snowball stops. It slows down, it loses its power. When you're acting as if you've already made it, you're building that snowball. Every action you take, every conversation you have, every decision you make adds to that momentum. And when that momentum is working for you, there's nothing that can get in your way. Doors that once seemed locked will open. People who once ignored you will take notice. Opportunities that you never even saw coming will land in your lap. And that's the magic of acting as if you've already achieved it. It builds momentum that propels you toward your goals faster than you could ever imagine. The truth is, the only thing standing between where you are now and where you want to be is the way you think about yourself and the way you show up every single day. If you want different results, you have to make different choices. You have to choose to show up as the person who's already living the life you dream of. You have to make that choice even when it's tough. You have to make it when it feels impossible, and you have to make it when everyone around you doubts you, because that's when it counts the most. You have to believe in your potential, even when it feels like no one else does. Because here's the thing, when you start acting as if you've already achieved your goals, the world starts to mirror that confidence back at you. Opportunities begin to appear. People start showing up who can help you get to the next level, and your actions become the foundation for the success that will follow. It all starts with the decision to act as if. So if you want to build a legacy, if you want to be remembered for something incredible, you can't wait for permission. You can't wait for the perfect moment. You can't wait until you feel ready. You have to start today. You have to show up today, and you have to act as if you've already achieved it. That's how success is built, one bold decision, one courageous step, one consistent action at a time. Now, go out there and start showing the world who you're going to be, not just who you are right now. Because that's how dreams come true. That's how you build the life you've always wanted. Start acting as if you've already achieved it, and everything else will follow. You have to understand that greatness doesn't just appear. It's not something that suddenly lands in your lap. It's not a lucky break that happens when you least expect it. Greatness is cultivated, it's built, it's forged in the fire of hard work, persistence, and a belief in your ability to act as if you've already arrived. Every single day, you have an opportunity to show up and prove to yourself, first and foremost, that you are worthy of the success you desire. This isn't about convincing others or waiting for validation from the outside. This is about proving it to yourself that you are the kind of person who doesn't back down when things get tough, who doesn't shrink when challenges arise. You are the kind of person who steps up, takes ownership, and does the work, even when no one is watching. That's the essence of acting as if. It's showing up for yourself, believing in yourself, and pushing forward regardless of the obstacles that lie ahead. Think about it. If you were to wake up tomorrow and everything you've ever wanted was already yours, how would you carry yourself? How would you act? What kind of decisions would you make? How would you spend your time? The truth is, you would act with confidence. You would make bold choices. You would invest in yourself because you would know you are worthy of that success. So why wait? Why not start making those decisions now? Why not start acting as if today, so tomorrow you can look back and say, I was already building this. One of the most powerful things about acting as if is the way it forces you to stretch beyond what you think is possible. When you put yourself in the mindset of someone who has already made it, you start pushing past limitations. You start realizing that the only thing that's ever been holding you back is your own self-doubt, your own fears. Because let's be real, all those things you tell yourself are just stories. They're narratives you've created about who you are, about what you can or can't do. And the moment you choose to act as if you've already achieved your goal, you break free from those stories. You rewrite your narrative. You become the hero of your own journey, the creator of your own success. Let me tell you something else. The world needs you to step into that version of yourself. It needs you to act as if you've already achieved your dreams. It needs you to show up, not just for you, but for everyone else who is watching you, who is waiting for you to lead the way. You might not realize it right now, but you are influencing others. Your actions, your energy, your mindset, it all creates a ripple effect that extends far beyond what you can see. When you act as if you've already made it, you inspire others to do the same. You give them permission to believe in themselves, to take the leap, to go after what they want. That's why this isn't just about you. It's about everyone you touch, everyone who comes into contact with your energy, your work, your vision. You are creating a wave, a movement, and the more you show up as the person you're destined to be, the bigger that wave becomes. People will start looking to you, not just for inspiration, but for leadership. They'll see what's possible when you refuse to let your current situation dictate your future. And that's how you change not just your life, but the lives of others. So ask yourself, what would happen if you started showing up today as the person who has already achieved everything you've dreamed of? What would happen if you took action without waiting for permission or a sign? What if you started believing, really believing, that success isn't just something that's coming in the future, it's already here, inside you, waiting to be unleashed? You don't need a fancy title or a big paycheck to act as if you've already achieved your goals. You don't need to wait until everything is perfect. You need to start right now. You need to take those small steps every single day, even if you feel like you're not there yet. Those steps matter. They add up. Every little action you take is a building block toward the bigger vision you have for your life. And the more you act as if you've already achieved your goals, the more you'll align yourself with the kind of success that others only dream of. Here's the truth. Life is happening right now. Your success is being built right now with every choice you make, every thought you have, and every action you take. There is no magical moment when everything falls into place. The magic happens when you start showing up as if everything has already fallen into place. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment, the right time, or the perfect conditions. It's about deciding right now that you are worthy of success, that you are already the person who will achieve your dreams. You don't need permission to act as if you've already made it. You just need to give yourself permission. Stop waiting for someone else to tell you it's your turn. Stop waiting for the approval of others. You're already on the path. All you have to do is step into it and commit to the journey. And remember, this is a journey that doesn't have an end. Success isn't a destination, it's a process. It's something you live every single day, and every day you show up and act as if you've already achieved it. You're building the life you've always wanted. So let's stop talking about what we're going to do and start doing it. Let's stop waiting for the stars to align and start aligning our actions with our dreams, because the only way to get there is to act as if. Today, now, because that's when the magic happens. If you're waiting for the perfect time to start, let me tell you something, it's never going to come. There is no perfect moment when all the stars align and everything is in place for you to begin. That's the trap so many people fall into. They think they need to have all the answers, all the resources, all the perfect conditions to start moving toward their goals. But here's the reality: waiting for perfection means waiting forever. And the moment you stop waiting for perfection and start acting, even in the chaos, is the moment you begin to transform your life. You might not have everything figured out. You might not know exactly how everything will unfold, but that's the beauty of the process. The unknown is where the growth happens. The unknown is where the magic begins to form. You don't need to see the entire road ahead to start walking down it. You just need to take that first step. You just need to start. And trust me, the more you show up as the person you want to be, the more the pieces will start to fall into place. The clarity will come through action. The opportunities will present themselves as you're walking down that path. The people you need to meet will cross your journey when you're moving, not when you're sitting still, waiting for them to find you. Now think about this. If you were to act as if you've already achieved your dreams, what would that look like? How would you talk? What would you do with your time? What would your daily routine look like? How would you carry yourself when you walk into a room? That energy, that confidence, that's what sets successful people apart. It's not about the destination. It's about how you show up every single day, regardless of where you are on your journey. And guess what? People will start noticing. People can sense when someone is operating at a higher frequency. They can sense when someone is confident, even if they don't have it all figured out yet. They can see when someone is putting in the work and is fully committed to becoming the person they want to be, even if that person hasn't fully arrived yet. And that energy, that commitment, draws people to you. It attracts opportunities. It makes things happen. Because when you act as if you've already achieved it, you radiate the kind of energy that pulls everything you need toward you. But here's the hard truth. Not everyone will believe in you. Not everyone will understand why you're showing up the way you are. Not everyone will be able to see the vision you're building for your life. But that's okay. You don't need everyone to understand. You don't need everyone's approval. What you need is belief in yourself. What you need is to show up every single day with confidence, knowing that you're already on the path. It doesn't matter if others doubt you. It doesn't matter if they think you're crazy. What matters is that you believe in the work you're doing and the person you're becoming. And when you keep showing up, acting as if you've already achieved it, something incredible happens. The world begins to reflect that back at you. Opportunities you didn't expect, doors you didn't know existed, people who are aligned with your goals, they all start showing up. They start showing up because you've been showing up, day in and day out, as the person you're becoming. You've been walking that path with purpose, and the universe starts clearing the way for you. Now remember, this doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen in a week or a month, but what happens in that time is that you start to change, your mindset changes, your habits change, your approach to everything starts to evolve. You stop doubting your ability to succeed because you realize that the only thing that truly matters is the action you take. The effort you put in every single day, that's what defines success, not the result you're chasing, but the work you do to get there. And here's another thing: the more you act as if you've already achieved it, the more you start to understand the true value of the journey. You'll stop focusing on the end goal so much and start enjoying the process. Because the truth is, when you act as if you've already achieved it, the achievement is no longer just a point in the future that you're hoping to reach. It's already a part of who you are. You're no longer chasing something outside of yourself. You're embodying it right now. This is the key to success. It's all about the daily commitment to show up even when you don't feel like it. It's about acting as if you've already reached the level of success you want. It's about looking at your future self and making the decision to show up as that person today without hesitation. Every action you take today, no matter how small, is a step closer to becoming the person you're destined to be. And here's what's exciting. This is available to you right now. You don't have to wait. You don't have to wait for the perfect circumstances, the perfect timing, the perfect moment. You can start acting as if today. You can start showing up as the person you want to become today. And when you do that, you'll begin to see results. You'll begin to see change, and it won't be long before the world starts recognizing you for who you truly are, not who you used to be, not who you hope to be, but who you've already become in your mind and in your actions. So ask yourself, who do you want to be? What does that person look like? How does that person think, act, and show up every day? And then stop waiting, stop doubting, and start being that person now. That's the key. Act as if you've already achieved it, and everything else will follow. This speech challenges the idea of waiting for the perfect moment to start pursuing your goals. Instead, it encourages you to act as if you've already achieved your dreams. The core message is that success isn't something that happens by chance or at a particular moment in time. It's something you build by showing up consistently as the person you want to become, regardless of where you are right now. The concept of acting as if is presented as a powerful mindset shift that allows you to embody the confidence, actions, and decisions of someone who has already reached their goals. This mindset helps you take ownership of your journey and creates momentum toward your dreams. By continuously making decisions from a place of already having arrived, you align your daily actions with your long-term vision, ultimately bringing you closer to your goals. The speech also emphasizes the importance of persistence and consistency. Success doesn't come overnight, but every action you take toward your dreams, no matter how small, builds towards something bigger. It's about being patient and trusting the process, even when things feel uncertain or uncomfortable. Even when you experience failures, those are opportunities for growth and refinement, not reasons to give up. Additionally, the speech touches on the idea that the world responds to the energy you put out. When you show up confidently as the person you aspire to be, opportunities, connections, and success start to flow toward you. The more you believe in yourself and act accordingly, the more others will begin to believe in you too. The speech also highlights that the key to reaching your goals lies in taking action now. There is no need to wait for ideal circumstances or perfection. Perfection is a trap that keeps many people stuck. Instead, embracing imperfection and committing to consistent action can propel you forward. You begin to transform not just your external circumstances, but your mindset and habits as well. Ultimately, the message is that the success you seek is already available to you. You just need to start embodying the person who already has it. The power lies in your decision to stop waiting, to stop doubting, and to begin acting as if today, right now, you are already the person you dream of becoming. By doing so, you begin to shape your reality and set the stage for the success that will naturally follow.